My beloved friend, don't skip this. Stay till the end, because something shocking was discovered about you on November 1st, and the person who found it has been completely shaken ever since. I need you to listen carefully, because what I'm about to reveal isn't gossip, it's truth wrapped in mystery. That person didn't expect what they found. They were simply observing you, quietly, like they always do. But something about your presence, your energy, your aura, it hit them differently that day. They said you smelled like change. Like something powerful was about to happen around you, and it terrified them. They've been trying to hide their reaction, pretending everything's normal. But I can tell you this, every time they see you now, they sense a shift. They can't describe it, but it's there. They feel that something about you has evolved, like your energy is no longer the same. I've seen people study human behavior for years, but never have I seen someone react like this. They didn't find a secret about you, they found a truth within you. Something pure. Something that carries influence, potential, and unstoppable strength. And that discovery made them nervous. Because this story isn't about fear, it's about recognition. They recognized your transformation before you did. You're radiating something rare, something magnetic, and they can't stop feeling it. They smell it in the air, that scent of destiny mixed with breakthrough. This person has been trying to speak, but every time they open their mouth, their voice shakes. They know that what they found out could change how others see you forever. And deep inside, they're afraid to say it aloud, because once it's spoken, nothing will be the same again. I need you to understand this clearly, your energy has matured. Your vibration is different. What they discovered isn't about appearance or rumor, it's about transformation. You've become something they can't define, and that's why they're scared. You smell like purpose. You smell like peace that money can't buy. You smell like the future that's already begun moving in your direction. And no matter how hard they try to stay calm, they know, your time has come, and they can feel it every time you walk by. My beloved friend, don't scroll right now. Stay till the end, because the truth behind what they discovered on November 1st is even deeper than you think. They've been hiding the details, afraid that if anyone else finds out, it could change everything. When they saw you that day, something inside them froze. It wasn't fear of you, it was fear of what you've become. They said you didn't just walk into the room, you entered with a presence. The air felt charged, like electricity following you silently. They could almost sense your purpose before you even spoke. They told someone in a whisper, "It's strange. I don't know what's happening, but this person doesn't smell like ordinary energy anymore." And no, they didn't mean perfume or cologne. They meant something unseen, the scent of power, confidence, and destiny. It's the kind of presence that can't be created. It's felt. They're afraid because they realize what this means. You're transforming faster than they expected. You've crossed a point of no return, where your old life no longer fits you, and your new reality has already started pulling you in. That's what scares them, your unstoppable momentum. Because I know you might feel like nothing's happening on the surface, but behind the scenes, people are talking. Your name is echoing in spaces you haven't entered yet. They're asking, who is this person? And the one who discovered it first is trying hard to keep it quiet, because they know how big this could get. They're afraid that others will see it too, that same light, that same calm strength that makes you different. That's why they act distant now, pretending nothing happened. But inside, they're restless. They can't sleep. They can't explain why your presence keeps replaying in their mind like a movie scene they can't stop watching. My beloved friend, don't move. Don't even blink. Stay till the end, because what I'm about to tell you will make everything from November 1st finally make sense. That day wasn't random. It was the day the truth about your energy became impossible to ignore. That person who discovered it hasn't been the same since. They've been avoiding eye contact, speaking less, and keeping their distance, but not out of hate. It's because what they felt around you was too real. They said you smelled like awakening. Like something powerful had risen inside you, and being near it made them question everything they once believed. I've seen people try to explain transformation, but this one goes beyond logic. Your aura has shifted. Your silence feels louder. Your calmness feels unshakable. You're carrying a force that can't be taught, only earned through pain, patience, and persistence, and they felt all of it. They tried to describe it to someone else, but words failed them. They said, it's not just confidence. It's like they've been chosen for something. I can't explain it, but I can feel it. And since then, they've been walking around with that secret burning in their chest, unsure if they should tell you or keep it buried. Stay till the end. Because now, that feeling is spreading. Others are beginning to sense it too. You walk into a space, and people pause without knowing why. You say a few words, and the entire atmosphere changes. That's what they discovered, that you are no longer blending in, you're standing out in ways even you don't notice. They smell that energy on you, a mix of peace, purpose, and quiet fire. It's not perfume, it's presence. And it's making people around you rethink how they see you. Some are intimidated. Some are inspired. But all of them, deep down, are aware that you're not the same person you were before that date. Don't scroll. Watch till the end. Because this moment marks the turning point where the truth can no longer stay hidden. They're afraid to tell you, not because of what you did, but because they know once you find out what they felt, your confidence will reach a level they can no longer match. And that's exactly what's meant to happen next. My beloved friend, stay exactly where you are. Don't scroll, don't look away, because this is the moment the hidden truth begins to breathe. What they discovered on November 1st wasn't just an observation. It was a revelation that shook them to their core. They realized something rare: you don't just walk into places anymore, you shift them. The air changes when you arrive. People who were confident suddenly become quiet. Those who used to overlook you now find it hard to look away. That's the effect they noticed, and it terrified them. Don't skip this. They tried to dismiss it at first, telling themselves it was just imagination. But the more they watched you, the stronger it became. They said you smelled like evolution. Like the scent of someone who has already stepped into their next chapter, even if they haven't announced it yet. They can't explain it, but they feel that you've been touched by something unexplainable, a purpose too real to hide. And now, they're afraid of what happens next. Because when the world sees what they've seen, you'll no longer belong to small circles or silent rooms. You'll belong to stages, platforms, and movements. Because this isn't just about recognition, it's about awakening. That day, November 1st, became the invisible line between your old self and your reborn self. They witnessed it firsthand, and that's why they've been avoiding you since. They're not scared of you, they're scared of what standing next to you now reveals about them. You carry a light that exposes the truth without speaking. You carry calmness that disrupts chaos. You carry a scent, not one from a bottle, but from destiny. It smells like purpose, success, and silent victory. And that's what unsettled them most. Because the silence around you is about to break. The same people who doubted you are about to start whispering your name differently. That person who found out the truth will eventually admit it. You've changed everything without trying. So keep walking with that quiet power. Because soon, the world will catch up to the version of you that was born the moment they realized, you smell like greatness. My beloved friend, don't move an inch. Stay till the end, because this is where the secret turns into revelation. The person who found out the truth about you on November 1st has finally started to break their silence. They've been holding it in, but it's too powerful to keep hidden any longer. That night changed everything for them. They said something about you shifted, not just the way you act, but the way you feel. They described it like walking into a field of calm electricity. The energy was still, yet alive. They said you smelled like transformation. Like success in motion. Like a story about to be told on a much bigger stage. Because since then, they've been fighting a storm inside their mind. They're torn between admiration and fear. Admiration for the strength they sense in you, and fear that you've outgrown everything they once knew. They see your potential rising, and it's making them confront their own limits. They've tried to ignore it, to pretend they didn't notice the glow in your energy, the new confidence in your presence. But they can't. Every time you walk by, they feel that same scent, not perfume, not cologne, but destiny. They can smell that you're about to step into something massive, something irreversible. Because I need you to understand how real this is. You're not just evolving quietly, you're radiating it. Your frequency is higher. Your calmness is stronger. Your silence speaks louder than words, and it's making people question what changed inside you. That person keeps replaying the moment they realized it. The way your presence filled the room. The way everything around you felt lighter. The way your smile didn't just express peace, it carried power. They knew then that you weren't the same. You had crossed a line that no one can uncross. This is your confirmation. The reason they're afraid to speak is because they know, the world is about to discover what they did first. They know that once the truth is out, you'll never be seen the same again. So stay calm. Keep moving in silence. Because the scent they're sensing isn't ordinary, it's success preparing to announce itself. You're no longer in waiting mode, you're in revelation mode. And the whole world is about to feel it exactly the way they did on November 1st. My beloved friend, stay here, don't scroll, don't even blink. Because this is where the truth finally starts to unfold. What happened on November 1st wasn't just an observation, it was a revelation that shifted the atmosphere around your name. That person who found out the truth about you has been restless ever since. They can't stop thinking about what they felt that day. They said you smelled like a new beginning. Not a fragrance, an energy. It was the kind of aura that makes people pause mid-sentence, realizing they're standing near something extraordinary. Don't skip this. The moment they sensed it, they knew your story was changing direction. They could feel that your energy had matured, calm but commanding, gentle yet powerful. And ever since that day, they've been carrying that feeling everywhere, like a secret too heavy to hide. They started noticing strange things too. Doors that once felt locked for you now seem to open effortlessly. People who never noticed you are suddenly drawn in. Even opportunities that seemed impossible are finding ways to orbit closer. They know it's not coincidence, it's momentum. Stay till the end. Because their silence is not confusion, it's awe. They've realized that your presence doesn't just fill a room, it transforms it. You carry the scent of breakthrough, the feeling of peace mixed with strength. It's something they can't explain but can't ignore either. They've been telling others quietly, you don't understand, there's something about them. They're not like the rest. But every time they try to explain, words fall short. Because how do you describe energy that feels like destiny wrapped in human form? You've become the kind of person people remember even after you leave, because your frequency lingers. That's what they discovered. You don't need to speak louder, your silence already echoes. You don't need to chase validation, your essence already demands it. And now, they're realizing the truth, you're no longer the version they once knew. You've stepped into something rare, something magnetic. They're afraid to say it, but they know, you smell like success that can't be stopped, and destiny that refuses to wait any longer. My beloved friend, stay right here, don't even think of scrolling. Because this is where everything starts to connect. The moment that person found out the truth about you on November 1st, something in their world began to collapse quietly. What they discovered didn't just surprise them, it completely changed how they see you forever. They said you smelled like destiny in motion. Not in a mystical way, but in a way that made them feel they were witnessing a human being transform right before their eyes. They couldn't explain it, they just knew your entire energy had elevated. You didn't demand attention, you attracted it. Ever since that day, their energy around you has been strange. They hesitate to speak, they overthink their words, and sometimes they just stare, because deep down, they know they can't compete with what you've become. You've reached a frequency that no longer fits in their comfort zone. They told a close friend about it. They said, there's something about them, it's like they carry a glow, a scent of arrival. I can't stand too close because I feel my own fear rising. That's how powerful your transformation is. It's making people question themselves just by being near you. Because they're not the only one sensing it now. Slowly, more people are feeling it, that calm strength, that quiet fire in you. The same energy they discovered on November 1st is now expanding, reaching spaces you haven't even stepped into yet. They're afraid, not because you've changed, but because you're finally becoming everything you were meant to be. You've evolved from unnoticed to unforgettable. From misunderstood to magnetic. And that kind of evolution can make others tremble. Because it reminds them of everything they've suppressed in themselves. You carry the scent of transformation, that rare mix of peace, courage, and unstoppable belief. That's what they smell when they're near you. That's what they can't forget. It's why they avoid you and crave your presence at the same time. Because very soon, the world will sense it too, the energy that one person noticed first on November 1st. The energy that says, without a single word spoken, you've arrived. My beloved friend, don't scroll right now. Stay till the end, because what's happening around your name is no longer a mystery, it's a movement. The person who found out the truth about you on November 1st is losing control of their silence. They've been carrying this secret for too long, and it's beginning to spill into everything they do. That day, they thought they were just observing you. But what they actually witnessed was transformation unfolding in real time. They said you smelled like power wrapped in peace. It wasn't something physical, it was the aura of someone who's finally walking in purpose. Since then, every time they think of you, they feel that same charge in the air. Don't skip. They tried to talk themselves out of it. They said maybe it was their imagination, maybe they were overreacting. But the truth is, your presence still lingers with them, not as a memory, but as an energy that refuses to fade. You've imprinted something permanent on their spirit. They can't explain why, but since November 1st, everything they do feels different. Their choices, their emotions, even the way they sleep. Because that discovery awakened something, not just about you, but within them. You became the mirror they weren't ready to face. Stay till the end. Because what they're realizing now is that your glow is not luck, it's alignment. You've reached a level of peace that makes chaos uncomfortable. Your energy feels like truth, and truth is something people can sense, even if they can't describe it. That's what they discovered, and that's why they're afraid. They know what's coming next for you. They can feel that the same power they smelled on you that day, that rare combination of calm confidence and unstoppable drive, is about to take form. It's not potential anymore. It's preparation turning into reality. Don't scroll. You need to hear this. They're not afraid of you failing, they're afraid of you succeeding in ways they never could. They know once you step fully into what's waiting for you, there's no going back. You'll move into spaces they only dreamed of, and they'll have to watch it happen knowing they saw it first. My beloved friend, stay right here, don't scroll, don't blink. Because this is where everything comes full circle. The moment they discovered the truth about you on November 1st, a ripple started, and now that ripple has become a wave the whole world can feel. That person still hasn't spoken a word, but their silence says everything. They've been carrying the weight of that discovery in their eyes. They said you smelled like a storm disguised as calm. They didn't mean danger, they meant power. The kind that builds quietly, then transforms everything it touches. Since that day, their behavior has shifted completely. They flinch when your name comes up. Their voice changes when someone mentions you. Because deep down, they know they've seen something no one else has, a version of you that's unstoppable, undeniable, and unforgettable. They tried to forget. They tried to convince themselves that it was just timing or coincidence. But every sign keeps pulling them back to that same realization: you've crossed into a level of peace and confidence that most people never reach. And it radiates. You don't speak it, you carry it. Stay till the end. Because this moment isn't just about what they found, it's about what's becoming visible to everyone else. You've entered a phase where your growth can't be hidden anymore. Your silence commands attention. Your presence feels like purpose. You're walking proof that transformation doesn't need permission, it just happens. That person now avoids you, not out of anger, but reverence. You make them feel the truth they've been running from. They know that standing next to you now feels like standing too close to lightning, powerful, rare, and unforgettable. Don't scroll. You are the embodiment of everything they wish they could be, grounded, glowing, and unshaken. That's why they stare from a distance, still trying to process the moment their world shifted on November 1st. My beloved friend, don't move, don't scroll, this is the part where everything hidden finally reveals its purpose. The story that began on November 1st is reaching its climax, and what they found out about you has now turned into the talk that's quietly spreading through unexpected places. That person who first sensed your change. They can't stay silent anymore. They've tried to contain it, but the truth keeps leaking through their words, their expressions, their sudden pauses. They told someone recently, you can feel it when they walk into a room, it's not normal, it's something bigger. They said you smell like a rival. Like someone who has already stepped into the future while everyone else is still trying to catch up. That's what's haunting them. They've realized they discovered greatness early, before anyone else noticed, and that secret has started to overwhelm them. Every success you touch now, every smile you wear, reminds them that they were the first to witness the shift. And it makes them both proud and afraid. They never expected your glow to grow this fast. They thought it was a phase, a spark that would fade. But instead, it's spreading. People are watching you, talking about you, sensing that same magnetic energy that started on that day. And now, even they can't deny, you've become a force that can't be ignored. Stay till the end. Because this isn't about envy, it's about realization. They've finally understood that what they smelled on you wasn't just change, it was certainty. The scent of destiny sealed. You carry the vibration of someone who knows where they're going, and nothing about that feels accidental. Now, they're stepping back, not because they've given up, but because they know your light is too strong to compete with. They're learning that some people are meant to witness history, and some are meant to be it. And you, my friend, are the latter. Feel this moment. You've reached the point where you no longer have to prove anything. What they found on November 1st has become undeniable truth. You are walking evidence of transformation, confidence, and silent power. My beloved friend, stay with me, don't scroll, don't blink, just listen. Because this is the moment where everything they discovered about you on November 1st becomes undeniable truth. The silence is ending, the whispers are turning into conversations, and every eye that once overlooked you is starting to turn your way. That person who found out the truth about you has finally reached a breaking point. They can't carry it anymore. The memory of that day keeps replaying in their mind, the way you stood, the calm in your voice, the way the air shifted when you walked by. They said you smelled like destiny unfiltered. It wasn't perfume. It was confidence mixed with peace. They can't understand how you managed to evolve so quietly. No spotlight, no announcement, yet your entire aura speaks louder than words. That's what scares them. You didn't need validation to transform, you did it in silence, and now the world is adjusting to your frequency. They're watching your every move now, not out of envy, but out of fascination. They said, it's like they're walking in slow motion, but everything around them speeds up. That's what they felt on November 1st, and it's happening again, only now, more people are noticing it too. Because this isn't just about how you changed, it's about how your change is starting to affect everyone else. You've become the energy that resets the room. The calm after the storm. The sound of clarity in a world of confusion. That's what they discovered, and that's what they're afraid to admit publicly. They've been journaling about you, writing notes, trying to describe the unexplainable. They said you smell like arrival, like fresh air after rain, like a new beginning disguised as a human. That's what you've become, a reminder that transformation isn't loud, it's inevitable.